to another episode of Smoky Mountain Neighborhood. Ha! Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate your support and getting the likes out. If you see this show today, make sure that you like it and share it on Facebook and get the word out about this show because it's amazing. And I want to tell you about my next guest, Diane Mccutcheon. She's here in the house with us. So thankful that you're here, Diane.
Thank you, Jim, for having me.
Oh, gosh. I love following you on Facebook. We met in some kind of networking thing a while ago. Yes. And I don't know if you remember where or not we met, but we met at the Hilton out by the airport a little over a year ago at a positive, like-minded people event, which was fun. Yes,
they are fun.
And I got to talk to you a little bit that night, and I was like, I really like her. She's just a positive girl.
Thank you.
You know, I can see by your Facebook post how you affect other people. And when I decided to start doing this show, I know that you're very vast in what's going on in the Smoky Mountains. You love trail hiking. Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yes, well, thank you very much for all the kind words that you said, Jim. I appreciate that. I love the Smoky Mountains. I love hiking. I didn't know I loved hiking, but I do. I love, love, love Tennessee. I'm originally from South Florida and moved up here almost 13 years ago. And I would say that I attribute Tennessee for bringing me back to the depth of love for myself, for other people, and for even this state. So I absolutely adore Tennessee, and the mountains had a very big part to do with that. And the community. The people here are amazing.
It's kind of hard to be down in the dumps when you're surrounded by such beauty out here. I mean, it is beautiful in the Smoky Mountains.
Yes, but you'd be surprised how many people go on the hiking trail to find themselves. They've either gone through some traumatic event in their life or a divorce or some kind of financial crisis. And I've met some amazing people on the trails in the mountains of the Smokies that were just trying to find themselves and then just found so much more.
They run into other people. The people in this area are just absolutely incredible. I mean, wonderful, wonderful people. Excuse me. You do a lot of things. Not only do you hike the trails. Let me ask you, what would you consider to be your favorite trail in the Smoky Mountains?
Favorite trail in the Smoky Mountains? That would be hard to say, but one of the most recent ones I did was Ramsey Cascades, which is very popular. It's an 8-mile trail. It's pretty intense, and it's beautiful, beautiful waterfall at the end after you've worked so hard to get there, and just amazing view and breathtaking. Winter, fall, summer, any time of the year.
8-mile hike.
Yeah, that's a short one for me, although nowadays it isn't, but it's dedication. A shorter one. Yeah.
That's dedication.
Yeah, it's fun though. It's fun.
I go to some of them, I'm like, it says 1.4 miles. I'm like, oh my God, 1.4 miles, it's so far.
Okay, I don't believe that for a second. I believe that you probably are very athletic, I think.
I tend to be, but I tell you what, I'm ex-military, and I tell people this all the time. You know, I love hiking. Unfortunately, I did all my hiking in the first 2 years of my military career.
Yes, well, for everyone in Tennessee and around the world, thank you for your service. Yeah, I really appreciate that.
Now, I love the Smoky Mountains, and my wife and I, we've been all through Cades Cove, and we go on those little treks through there. And it seems like I've missed a lot of them, the ones, because there's some trails up through Cades Cove that can take you miles up there.
Oh, yeah, I just did one recently. Probably my longest hike so far, it was 14 miles to Rocky Top. If you're from around here, you know what I'm talking about, and you know how hard Rocky Top is. Rocky Top is a very hard hike, 14 miles.
What's it take to hike a 14-mile trail?
Well, you need to have equipment, and you need to make sure you're cognizant of the time, and that you have plenty of water, and that you have some hiking practice, you know, some experience behind you for that one. 14 miles is a pretty steep hike.
Now you have a blog, do you not? You have like a blog, a Facebook blog or something?
I do have a blog, but my Facebook page is where I do all of my writing. So under Diane Mccutcheon, that's where I do most of my writing. And I do put it out there for the public. And if anybody wants to friend me, I welcome them into my world, because my desire is to just share love with people and inspire them and just help them to see how amazing they are and how strong and powerful you are all on your own. Yeah. And so anybody that comes by that Facebook page.
I follow your posts a lot. So, I mean, and I like a lot of your stuff. I don't know if you notice, I like your stuff a lot.
Well, thank you.
And I love people that love other people. And it seems like you've given your life to being a positive energy force per se, and not new agey energy force. I mean, you get around people and you just feel good, you know, and you're one of those people. You just get around you and you feel good. I mean, I knew that the first time I met you, you know, over a year ago. You were like so happy and so positive, and you know, and I watched how you interacted with other people. I like to surround myself with great people, and I believe that we better ourselves by the people that we surround ourselves with. Yes. If we're not the people we want to be, or if we're depressed or we're down, we need to take a look at who it is that's influencing our life. And when somebody is positive, such like yourself, and you're going through some things right now, and through all your things, if you want to talk about that, I don't mean to bring that up if you don't, but I think that from your Facebook posts, even though you're going through a traumatic time right now, you have shined through this adversity that you're going through. You're not even going to call it that. You're saying it's a blessing, which I love.
You're going to make me cry.
But it's the truth.
Thank you for noticing that. Yes, because my heart, again, is only to serve the world in love. And in my life, I truly, truly believe that anything that does happen to me, that I just see the beauty and the gift in it. So for those that don't know, I just recently got frostbite when I was hiking, and through that experience I was told that I may possibly lose 5 of my toes. And so when I first found that out, it was extremely scary and devastating for me. But as I centered into the core of who I am and the God of my understanding, I got to a place of my identity's not found there. And after I got past the fear of being judged by other people, I felt like I need to transcend this so that maybe I can inspire or encourage someone else that's going through a difficult time, that you can find yourself here and that you can see the positive in it. And so when I finally mustered up all the courage to do it, I did. And people responded. And in fact, this is the great news. I ended up, through the people of Facebook, my audience, found out a different therapy that looks like they will be able to save all of my toes. So, yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah. Listen, we decide, we make a decision on whether or not adversity or trials and tribulations affect us in a negative way or a positive way. And I'm not saying that when we get hit with things, it's not hard. Don't misunderstand. I'm saying because a lot of people can just say, oh, you just need to be positive. Well, something horrible just happened to me. How the heck can I be positive? Yes. Well, I think it's okay to have, some type of, mourning process, just being able to understand when we go through these horrible things. But we can't let that define who we're going to be in the future. I mean, terrible things happen to everybody, and it is horrible. How are we going to let that affect the rest of our lives? You have chosen to take your trial and tribulation and adversity. You could have not done anything. You could have not said anything on Facebook. You could have just sat in the corner. You could have cried and done nothing. Or what you did is share what you're going through. And in that, you're touching so many people's lives. And through that, you've been blessed with something that's going to help you be able to keep your toes. Yes,
that's how it works for me. I believe that as I serve the world in love, it just keeps coming back. So how can I not be happy? How can I not be grateful? You know what I mean? And there is a process through the grieving. You have to acknowledge that you're feeling pain or something hurts or some emotion is deep and real. And it's when you acknowledge that and you embrace it and see that you can survive it. Usually that's what I call the resurrection. After the death to the situation, after you have the funeral for those feelings, there's the resurrection of I'm okay, and who you are, your true who comes up, and what's important shines. Yes. And so even with my feet, God put on my path 2 people that had it much worse. There was one gentleman lost both of his feet to frostbite, and I get to visit him now. And then there was another kid I found out about just while this was going on, and I get to visit him because all of a sudden my little toes don't mean as much.
Right.
And this is why it's a blessing, because maybe I wouldn't have paid as much attention.
You probably wouldn't have met him.
No, I wouldn't have met him.
And there, so many times I've met so many people that have gone through such horrible circumstances, and they say when you're going through such horrible circumstances, generally your biggest, blessing is on the other side of your trials and tribulation. We just have to be willing to go through it.
Yes, just like you said, acknowledge those feelings, because what you said was real important. You don't ignore them.
No.
You acknowledge them. You feel that pain, but then see you'll survive it. and then you will find yourself there.
Awesome.
And that's what I live for. I'm a life coach and a motivational speaker, and everything I do is based around helping people find themselves.
Now, you made that statement. You are a life coach, and you are a motivational speaker. So how does somebody find out about all the things that you're involved with? Is there a website, just a Facebook? Tell me how people can. I want the people on the viewership to know how to.
Well, this is where part of my dilemma is. I'm not a marketer. I don't want to sell myself. So right now it's just Facebook because my desire is just to love. So if you look me up under Diane Mccutcheon, then you'll find out about my seminars and life coaching through there. I also do meetups, and I'll hold seminars through meetup.com. Depending on different meetups, I might do it through the singles or through a hiking group, and I'll do retreats in the future. But a lot of times, the word of mouth is how people find out about me, or on my Facebook page.
I tell you, when you're a person who's willing to learn and grow through adversity, you just have no idea how many lives that you can affect.
Thank you for that.
You know, and I know that, and I study people on Facebook. I do.
You're a stalker. Are you a stalker?
No, I believe a stalker is someone who doesn't who doesn't comment. That's my idea of a stalker on Facebook. If you see a post of somebody out there that's sharing their soul like you do, what's so hard about saying, I'm praying for you. Yes. I'm inspired by what you're saying, the adversity that you're going through. I know the lives that you're affecting. It's unbelievable.
Thank you,
so,
Jim.
folks, I can't believe the time has already flown by. It's been absolutely nuts. But thank you so much for being here, Diane.
Thank you, Jim.
Thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in. And, guys, make sure that you say hi to a neighbor. Make sure you open a door. Make sure you smile. And, heck, if somebody's willing to give a hug, take it. Why not? Pass that stuff out like candy. You know, be good and get out there and meet your neighbor, because that's what we're all about here in the Smoky Mountain neighborhood.
Oh, hey! I was just getting caught up on the latest trends and news of the world. Did you know 80% of content that you watch is online or on your mobile device? Did you know a great new channel that's out right now is called Mountain Fun Life? And you can watch it right on your mobile device, or coming soon to Roku. Make sure to check out Mountain Fun Life on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the website, mountainfunlife.com. Hello, did you know that most of the stuff shot on Mountain Fun Life is shot right here in this very studio? And maybe you've wanted your own show before. I mean, how cool would it be to be in a studio like this one with your very own show? Just go to mountainfunlife.com for more information, and you can submit to have your own show, and you can be right here.